Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, everyone. We are now on our Kuala Lumpur Photography Festival 2021, our warm-up program. All right, before we start, I would like to thank all our audience tonight for joining us. Yes, please come in and join us for tonight. Tonight we are going to discuss this subject for our annual theme exhibition, okay, which is called Reinventing Life in the New Normal. So for those of you who are interested in participating, even if you're not, to come in and listen and join us in a conversation. So we welcome you to come in and join us for this conversation. Oh, so we have Annie Sue here. Hello, good night, good evening. Then, all right. So for this year, our Kuala Lumpur Photography Festival will be a hybrid event. And I do hope that it will go on smoothly. Let's pray that the COVID situation gets stabilized and we are happy to carry on with this Kuala Lumpur Photography Festival 2021. Now, this year, our festival will be held from 1st to 15th. Okay, the first few days, the first 12 days exactly, to be exact, it is an online program, just like what we did last year. We will be having our seminars, our dialogues, all online, and our photo exhibition also will be online. But we do have the physical part, all right? The physical part is from 13 to 15 August, which will be held at Viva Shopping Mall. So on the concourse, and also we have a gallery there. So we welcome all of you to join us at both the online and the physical festival. Okay, that's while our audience are coming in. Okay, let's take a short break. Yes, the Kuala Lumpur Photography Festival is brought to you by PCP Publications. We are the publisher of photography and travel magazines. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our studio. Welcome back to our Kuala Lumpur Photography Festival. Now, when we talk about reinventing life, okay, I think if many of us will definitely go and Google, what is reinventing life? And I'm sure the Google Chrome or Google, whatever you Google, it'll come up with a lot of jargon. I believe there's a lot of jargon down there telling you what are all the words that most of us will find it difficult to imagine. For example, it will tell you about digitalization. Of course, we are doing it. You might be able to understand. Things like virtual, all very so the words are maybe a little bit hard to imagine, like they might be talking about mental well-being, transformation, and a lot of uncertainties, these kind of things. But tonight, we hope that we will be able to help you to think out of the box, to take your mind out and explore as wide as possible this topic, so that I think it is very easy. As soon as you open up the mind, it is going to be very easy for you to find something to capture for reinventing life. So tonight we have two very people who will come and join us and give us a lot of stimulating and mind opening suggestions. So I hope please stay on. And before I bring in our guests. Let us see. Oh, tonight we have Annie Sue Lokoko. Hello, nice meeting you. Stanley, a doctor. Hi, Li Chin, how are you? Oh, and Xia. Okay, Maya, how are you? And let us see. Okay, I think we are going to start. I'm going to bring in and introduce our guest tonight. Yeah, thank you. And hi, Richard. All right. So I do hope that our audience here, you please do help us to share this out to your friends. Yeah, especially our photographers who would like to participate, but they can't. They would like to have more ideas how to get about doing this. Yeah. I think the moment we say reinventing life, people are going to start thinking about face masks, gloves, and all those things. But besides all this, what do we have? So tonight, okay, let me introduce our guest from Loyola University, Chicago, Mr. Jamason Chen. Hi, Jamason. Hello. How are you? Good morning to you, Jamason.
Hey, good afternoon and good evening to friends in Kuala Lumpur. So that's another year. We see each other again, but we cannot meet each other again. So in person, hopefully, new life or the life we will reinvent will bring us together again. So good to see everyone here.
Yeah, good to see you too. Good to see you. Nice and healthy.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I would like to bring in also Mr. Kim. Mr. Kim Teoh.
Hello.
Yeah, who is the founder of Kuala Lumpur Photography Festival. Yeah. So both our gentlemen here will be sharing, and we're having a dialogue. It's more a dialogue. So I also welcome our audience to join in and ask questions. By asking questions, I'm sure you're going to learn more about it. Okay. We're having more friends coming in. Hi, Winnie. Oh, we have Kenny Snyder. Oh, you're logging in from Switzerland. How are you, Linda? Mr. Ong. Okay. Now, shall we start? Oh, before that, I also would like to add on about this topic. Yes, for this year, our exhibition, we have already done the open call for submissions. And this year we have decided, okay, this is a new announcement. We have decided that apart from calling for still images, we are also going to accept short video clips. I think this is going to give you more avenues to create and more freedom to think. So yeah, this year we're going to have to accept 2 medium for this exhibition, our annual theme exhibition. So I hope all of you from all over the world, yes, please do join us for this exhibition. And besides that, I think there are something that I think you need to know about this exhibition. Yes, this exhibition is going to be held both online and also on ground. The physical festival at the Viva Shopping Mall, where we will exhibit at least in the digital exhibition through our screen. We have a big TV screen to broadcast all these photos. So we hope that you will be able to join us for this exhibition. Okay. For more details, I hope you can go to our Facebook page. There are more details there on how to participate. Okay, our Facebook page is KLPF Malaysia. All right, KLPF Malaysia. Now, for those Chinese-speaking viewers, okay, our title of this exhibition, Reinventing Life, is Mr. Kim, can you help me to read?
重塑人生新常态，哎呀，重塑人生新常态，
新常态。Okay, so this is the Chinese title. So I'm sure tonight we're going to have a better idea of what this topic is. Okay, right now, shall I invite Jamason and Mr. Kim? Would you like to start off the dialogue?
I think Kim start first. Kim is the boss, so boss go first.
Today I'm just
okay.
Main speaker is our main speaker is the Jamason 啊，所以我今天只是来这边监场而已哈，所以我想我们讲跟就是我会用中文的部分跟大家分享一点的所以最主要我想还是 Jamason 会跟大家谈一下我觉得这个重塑人生新常态很多一些不同的想法Jamason 请
Okay, so now the ball kicked to me, so I have to
the ball is in your court.
Yeah, right. And I saw the English name first, called Reinventing Life. I was curious how the Chinese would say. So now I know Chinese called it 重塑人生新常态. So 重塑 could be reinventing. 人生 could be life. 新常态. There's nothing in English title called 新常态. Or called new normal.
New normal, yeah.
So what is the new normal? What is the normal? So I want to share one sample with you first. Give me just a second, and I will share with you. So can you see my screen?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jamason, there some.
Click to exit full screen. 我们只看到这个 Jamason。
等一下
OK，
现在可以看到对吧
OK
Right.
Home Entertainment is proud to present an extraordinary new movie. Winner of 3 Academy Awards. Best Actor, Best Foreign Film, and Best Original Score. Meet a real-life Prince Charming. He has met the woman of his dreams, and he'll do everything in his power to sweep her off her feet and carry her away. Now, his fairy tale life takes a serious turn. To protect his family, this loving father has to turn the hard truth into a simple game. Wonderful. 2 thumbs up, says Siskel and Ebert. A modern comic masterpiece, raved the Chicago Tribune. Written, directed by, and starring Italy's national treasure, Roberto Benigni, in the story that proves love, family, and imagination conquer all. Life is beautiful.
Okay, so I have no samples of the work how to tell you what is reinventing life. I have this example called Life is Beautiful. So let's give you, when you look at it, just think, what is life? How beautiful it was. Look back, I saw your Facebook. A lot of friends on your Facebook, you post before when you travel, you have videos, you have still photographs, you write the stories. That was life. What is now? a lot of frustrations as I went through. Within the year, more than a year, the whole world like a roller coaster. Go up and down, up and down. Sometimes we see the light in the end of tunnel. Sometimes the light turned off again. Then we start walking in the dark. So life is, what is life? Even in the toughest time, we still will find the beauty. So this, I think, is how you could use your visual medium to discover the beauty of life. Sorry, let me just, okay, because I have a background video play I can hear, even though I didn't share with you, so I just turned off. So I think it's a very difficult for me to think how I could explain to you, because I also have a trouble to explain to myself. First, what is life? You just ask yourself when you consider. First, I want to say one thing first. I will encourage you to join this exhibition, because the exhibition this year is the first time your work will be shown in the physical space. That's the real life we live with before. Now you are helping rebuild the photo community life back through the exhibition in Vivo Mall. So first, encourage you, submit your work. Second, don't be bothered by if my work will be qualified, or if my work is good. Don't worry about it. Everything you create is good. Of course, in the end, because the limitations of the space and other reasons, your work might not be exhibited in the physical space. However, I believe the organizer will have more works shown online. So join this photo community effort to rebuild our Kuala Lumpur photography community together again. Make people, we as a community members, get together. Even you cannot shake hands, but you can hit the ball. So at least you will see the real person again through the photography as a medium. Then the second, don't worry about, don't always concern, oh, my work could be better than the other. No, your participation is the biggest reward to yourself and also to your photo community. Now, we need a community more than any time because we are locked in the box for so long. That's what life was, the community. We get out, went to the exhibition. I still remember, after exhibition at night, 9:30, closed, everything packed. The Ernie probably it's online as well. So a group of people said, okay, where are we going? Okay, we go to PCP kitchen. So we just drive there. Doesn't matter what we eat. Doesn't matter how we talk and who we enjoy. That's the time now for us, not for me, not including me, for you all to get together again, to meet again, to look for whatever you lost before. So this is, as long as you participate, then move to what you need, submit your work. It's a very difficult. So that's what I think of now this year, PCP or KLPF include the short video into the category. I think that's a good sign because I see a lot of people shoot video with their cell phone instead of just pictures. Because the video tells a story with a storyline. So now, and also with the social media population, like TikTok, Instagram, or even Facebook, people share more videos. So the video will become another way of storytelling. Of course, the video have a different feature from photographs. So whatever you do, as long as that's a visual, there will be a good medium to submit. Then what are the subject? How you define this is the reinventing life. I would suggest this. First, do not let inventing life limit your imagination. Put this inventing life aside. Just like you break a box. Reinventing life actually set a box for you. Just like, sorry if Jessica, if I'm not saying properly, but that's my personal opinion. So it's kind of like you write an essay in your class assignment, then give you a title. Say, okay, this is assignment. That's the title. Then you need to think, okay, now I'm writing something about this title. However, the title will sometimes limit your creativity. So now, actually, the title just give you a guideline. Say, reinventing life. Very broad. First, life is very broad. Second, reinventing. Did we invent life before? If we didn't invent life, we just discover life. Leave invent aside. We call rediscovering our life or re-enjoying our life. So whatever, just think just like life is beautiful. What was 5 years before they're in the tough time put into the concentration camp? The life is so beautiful, feel love, feel all these joys. 5 years after the Nazi occupation, then they were put into the concentration camp. Did they desperate? For sure. How did they deal with it? They still have their way to carry on their humors. So that's how I think you define your work. Don't be binded by the title of the exhibition or binded by whatever you have in your mind, the Chinese interpretation of the name or English interpretation of the name. Because just like I said, the Chinese interpretation doesn't have this. The Chinese interpretation or Chinese name has this called the new normal. But English name has no new normal. So actually it doesn't matter new normal. What is normal? Why do we have a new normal? Do we have an old normal? Well, if we have old normal, then old normal, it's time to get rid of it. So a lot of new things. I find that, people, I saw friends in Malaysia, very creative. They enjoyed the food. They even could produce some food by their own because it's your time. You never ever had a time. Like a Kim, to put the bricks together, right? The rocks together. I don't think that Kim has this time to build the rock bridge before because I know he's super busy. Every time I come to Kuala Lumpur for the photo festival, the last closing day, then we didn't even have a time to sit down to chat because he's leaving for another travel next day. So now he could even spend more time to build this rock bridge. One video I saw, I think that video could be the
new normal, my new model.
Entrance, right? Because I saw the video, then fell, tried again, fell, tried again, fell, then finally put together. So that is the way, new way, how you build this life. And also whole process of building, give him a calm and a confidence and find a new way of live because we always have a difficult time. Then through this, you might interpret like you build a relationship. Sometimes it's very difficult. If you're not patient enough, the relationship will fall apart. Only you put the time, you're patient, you adjust a little, turn a little here, turn a little there, then the rocks will stay together. So this gives you a philosophical depth interpretation. If that's the video, that's it. Reinvent life. Because we never ever had a time. So I don't give the examples. If you go to Facebook, you go to King's page, you will see all these things. And also, I saw other people like climb the mountains, and also someone run the grocery store. Then how to entertain people, come to the stores. All these things you never ever done before, or take it for granted. But now, come back. So that's my suggestion. That's why I do not show any samples, because the samples will sometimes barricade your thoughts. It's kind of like if I show the pictures, oh, these pictures, maybe, okay, these are samples. I should learn from it. No, don't learn nothing, because no one knows what is new normal. New normal is in your hand. New normal will be presented by your camera, by your eyes, by your mind. So that's my first presentation. I'm taking any questions anytime. If you have any question, or Jessica, if you see any question, you can just bring the question in if I do not see.
All right. Yeah. So far, there's no questions, but I would like to, add on. Like, I think we agree that if we put on the show the examples, so it will sort of limit imagination of the people, right? So everybody will try to think, oh, this is the right one. But in fact, we like to encourage participants to keep an open mind, and not to restrict what you're thinking, not to restrict your imagination. Like just now I mentioned earlier, so if you go and Google this word, so there will be a lot of jargons that come out from Google, and all these jargons will only restrict your thinking and also make you confused. But do imagine out of this box. That's why I say think out of the box. Just imagine out of this word, reinventing life. So what was life to you before? I think this pandemic has also taught us that, we have experienced that suddenly we were all locked in the house, locked down, and suddenly things has changed totally. So we got to appreciate what we have. When we appreciate, then we know what we're going to do next.
Yeah, I saw one come from Chom or Calm.
Chom Lee.
Yeah.
Chom Lee says,
let your mind run wild.
Oh, that's the word.
Okay, that's that's what just like Jessica said, because for Asian, especially for Chinese, I'm a Chinese too. So usually we just listen to teacher, right? Because we respect teacher. I don't really think I would be qualified to call the teacher, but sometimes people call teacher. So if I'm sit here, you call teacher. If I give samples, then because you respect teacher, you think, okay, teacher said. Then say, okay, I might just need to learn from teacher. No, teachers. Now as a teacher, if I call myself, I'm a teacher, I don't set any sample. Let you go. Let you, just like Chom said, let your mind run wild. How wild? There's no limitation, right? Just like some cliche said, whatever they said, the ocean is wide. The wider than ocean, that's our mind, I think, or heart. Then wider than heart is our mind. So there's no limitation. That's our human being through the years. All the great discoveries or inventions come from our unlimited thinking, curiosity. So I want to see some comments, some questions. It's like classroom. I need a interactive.
Yeah. Yes, yes, please come and okay, well, Elena here, what's she saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. she says, and we'll be locked down again and again. Life goes on. Review. Just imagine, you know, when we had all the freedom, you know, all the freedom that we had, we tend to say, I have no time. Oh, I have no time for this. I have no time for that. But suddenly, when we are under lockdown, even you have the time, you can't do what you wanted to do. So do while the sun still shines. Do while you still have the opportunity before it's been taken away or you lose it. Right?
Yeah. So a lot of time, I think, like Elena said, we'll be locked down again. Well, very likely, if you look at India current crisis, if the spread wider, then it will affect the whole world. No one can really predict. Just like 2 years ago, Kuala Lumpur 2023, KLPF, never expect the next year will be online. People cannot get together. So this year now looks like August will have on location event. Who knows? Next month, the following month, anything happen. It might lock down again. It will be canceled again. But we would not be eliminated, or we'll put ourselves in the box, just think, okay, I'm not, do not really know what I'm doing. Just like I went through Cultural Revolution in China. So now look back at during Cultural Revolution, we didn't even know the Cultural Revolution will end. We just think, okay, that will go on and on and on. Every year you will see something happen. Then this year, then for several years, some leaders in the central government, we thought it will be the next leader after Chairman Mao, then suddenly expelled. So you see the things change. You never ever can control everything. But okay, we can control our own life. That's the last thing. We can enjoy our own life. So when we through the Cultural Revolution, now we look back and that, wow, just like life is beautiful. You never ever expect that 5 years ago, you will be put into concentration camp. So when you put into concentration camp, you never ever expect that one day I will get off concentration camp, or the whole world, World War II, will end. No one knows. But we know one thing: we always try to fight for the better future. Just like now, we might be locked down again, but one confidence we have: we will not be defeated by this kind of a disease. We will try to find a way to survive through, because you trust human history. We went through a lot of difficulties. Every time we went through, we sacrifice, then we survive. Then we revive ourselves again. So this is the time, first, just like I said, participate. Participation is the first thing. If you do not participate, that means you give up. If you give up, then you lose your hope in the future. As long as you love photography or you love visual storytelling, participate. Participation, participation, participation. Then that's on one hand, you tell the story. On the other hand, that's a kind of a visual therapy. Because through the visual presentation, tell the story. Like you will go through the therapeutical treatment process. Then you realize actually a lot of complaints or frustrations could be reinterpreted in a different way, in humorous way, through your visual presentation. So participation, go first. Then don't limit yourself for any subject or any way of presentation. No, anything.
Yeah, just like Auntie Evelyn Lam, she says, yeah, lockdown has given her more time to play with the camera. So this is a time for you to participate, right? Yeah. And Elena says, yeah, it doesn't mean this lockdown will stop us from enjoying life. Yeah, exactly like what we used to what we use our perception of travel, before the lockdown was, we can fly, we get to do this, do that. But now, what we think a better way of travel is to drive, to go to places where we don't pose a danger to people. Like local host says, social, he believes that social distance practice, is a new way, right? The new normal life. Yes, so the way we travel has changed. So I would like to, ask everyone to just think, what has changed in you? It might be your answer. It might be your something that you can create out of that.
Yeah, but one thing I will add on, especially to Mr. Low, right? Low. I believe that's a feminine name, right? Local way. Yeah. So I want to add this. Currently looks like a social distance will be in certain time period will be the normal way. Even in the U.S. Now in the U.S. the government, everything listen to the government, unfortunately, for some way. I don't really understand. So of course now listen to government. CDC just announced that, okay, everyone, when you have 2 shots, 2 doses, then you can go out without face mask on. Then you can have a small group get together. So that means social distance in open space is changed. So gradually you will see when we understand this disease more, something will gradually change and change. We'll try to make our human life become human again. So example, when we talk about HIV/AIDS, so HIV/AIDS started exposed to the public in 1980s. So when HIV and AIDS come out, everyone freaked out. If you're HIV positive, that means you're cancer, not just cancer patient, and also you will spread your HIV, your AIDS to others, especially your loved one, your partners. Then your question comes to you, say, okay, what I'm going to do? Should I do the HIV test before I have an intimate relation with someone? Then just like now, you need to do the test, make sure my COVID test negative, then you can interact with the people. Otherwise, people were scared, say, okay, keep away from me, don't touch me, right? So the HIV, the same thing. Back then, when you think, oh, intimate relationship, then you just suddenly stopped, right? You're so excited. Then suddenly stopped because you think, wait a second, HIV, will I be affected? But now we understand HIV. We take HIV or AIDS as a kind of a quote unquote new normal. We know how to handle it. As a human being, we never ever be blocked or defeated by the disease. We love, we still love. So life keeps going on when we understand. So now, social distance for sure, but we still have the way to deal with it. Just like when you're concerned of HIV or AIDS, but you still engage with someone. You still approach to someone. You still love to have an intimate relationship with someone. So that's a kind of like a because as a human being, we go human life first. If otherwise we become a machine. You turn it off, then you get the bug fixed, then you turn on back again. But we're not, we're human being. Just like I'll give you another example, maybe for you consider how you submit the work. Several weeks ago, I had a small gathering, of course, small gathering with several of my friends. So one of my friends said one thing, said, if I only have 24 hours to live, or the world will end tomorrow. The first thing I want to do before the end of the world, I want to go to Maldives, because I think that life will be beautiful, completed. I said to her, I said, now you think go to Maldives is your last thing you want to do before the end of the world. Actually, you think from your living point. You still think you live. That's what you, if say tomorrow, the world will end by tomorrow. Nothing means to you. You go to Maldives, stay home. Nothing means anything. If you watch the movie called, what is the movie called? So the end of, sometimes you need to think out of the box, because a lot of time we think we still live tomorrow, or one day the lockdown will over. If over, will be a different way to over. How different? Now it's your hand. Just live with it or reinvent it. Say, this is the way. We still love. We still love each other. We still hang out. We still join the food. So that's what I'm thinking.
Yes, I would like to add on to that, like what you said, Jamason, now. Yeah. Actually, we like to call upon photographers not to be, how to say, not to lock your mind to define what is, or to find the actual definition of reinventing life, but to imagine what you want or what you think it is. So that will be, I think that will be more fun. And as we are looking at every one of you, what do you think it is? I think it will be more fun. And also, if you come up with video clips, I think that will even be more enjoyable. I guess so, right? Yeah. I have here one comment from Chen too. He says new normal is means more time with close family. And also he says, yeah, new normal also equals to explore local secrets. Yeah, it has given more opportunity. That is where when you go up to explore local secrets or secrets, those unseen pictures, I think we will love that.
Yeah, I will. Chi Yan, right?
Chen, yeah.
Chi Yan. So yeah, I agree with Chi Yan. I think two things. He could actually, is a he, right, or she?
He.
Okay. He actually could, at least, if for my interpretation, at least two together. Like a lot of people now locked down at home. If you're married, your couple, stay home. Every day you deal with it. I have colleagues. Then husband and wife both work at home. One is on the top floor, one is in the basement. Then, you never ever had this before. So for family life, the couples, no matter couples or partners, you never ever had this time to deal with each other so often. This is the new time and the new way you explore how the life so fragile or how the life is so precious. Because in general time everyone go to work in the morning, get a breakfast, then they'll say, oh, okay, have a good day, I'm going leaving, then come back home, I'm so tired, and then read the newspaper, watch TV, go to bed. Now, stay home all the time. So the relationship between the couples or the families, or that's what I think Chi Yan mentioned, this first, close family. Right. It close with your family. Second, local secrets. This secrets, local. This local could mean local of your life, or your house, or local of your community, even local of the couple, the partner between each other, the intimate life. The secrets you never find before. How your partner or your couple feeling or doing at 10 o'clock in the morning or 12 o'clock at noon. Because in general time, or if say quote unquote normal, you're apart. you're in different places. So this is the new time, time to find how the relationship could be revitalized.
Okay. I would like to call upon our viewers. Please put in questions and put in your comments. Then it will make this session a better one when we can address your comments, or we can address your questions. We welcome you to please comment or put a question. We have one from Elena here. She says, every day is a new day. Yes, I agree. And every day we are reinventing life. So yeah, that's the right way. We know that after this, it's not after yet. With this pandemic around us, change is even faster than we could imagine. A lot of things, what we may think is suitable today, maybe tomorrow or weeks later, after some studies, it is now more relevant. Like what you're doing in UK now, they are studying if they are putting 5,000 people in a concert now, just I think a day or so, to monitor and to study whether it is still possible to have a concert with 5,000 people and without an outbreak.
I think one thing I want to follow up, Jessica, is don't think too big. Don't think about the city or the country or the world or as a human race. Don't think too big. Just think very small. Think about your kid. Think about your partner. Think about your couple. Think about the breakfast. Think about the rock bridge. Think about something small, very close to you, because every personal story is a piece of human story. Otherwise, the human story is just a V and S. So just discover your personal story, personal feeling. Story could be documentary photographs. Feeling could be the kind of visual, conceptual. Like I saw some KLPF people from KLPF. I saw their Facebook. They keep posting the pictures, conceptual, like Kyoji, right? So I think he has a design background. So his pictures post is not direct document. It's kind of reflect his life, his feeling. It's a very conceptual, very graphic. So this is another way. Anything, don't think too big. Just think about yourself. Personal feeling, personal story, family story. That's it. And participate, submit, share. It's not photo exhibition, it's not competition. Photo exhibition is community sharing. So just think, you just share your story with others.
Yeah, community sharing, and also, a communication of what you think.
Yeah, KLPF is not, say, like a industrial contest or some kind of photo society contest. KLPF is trying to build up a community for the photographers. So as long as you think community matters, that's the way you join, you participate, then make the community larger and make the community members engage with each other.
Yeah, how about Mr. Kim? Would you like to say something to our audience?
OK， 我们这样讲了哈，就是刚才我们其实这边Jamason跟Jessica 有提到的，我觉得你生活中你拍你生活中的以前没有看过的事情哈，你现在以前没有做的事情，你现在做的事情，其实就是真的是你的人生新常态啦。所以我觉得那个主题，我觉得那天我也是听建总在跟大家提的， 跟我们提到这个，因为我觉得人生新常态这些事情，很多时候我们大家会想到哇，它好像很大块的东西。然后我觉得刚才建中有提到很重点哈，就是你的生活、你的身边一些小细节、小小的事情，其实它就是一种变化。然后这种变化其实基本上来讲啊，它就是一个你可以把它记录下来的哈。OK。
Yeah, but you will never know. Perhaps there's a river beside near your house, and you have never been there. But now, since you can't go anywhere, you would go there to for a camp, do camping or picnic. Some of the things that you never imagined that you would do, but now you are doing. So there are a lot of, just open up your mind to every wild idea, like Chen Lee says, let your mind run wild. Give yourself some wild ideas. Yeah, set your mind free. Okay.
There's a comments. Yeah.
Miss Kwa, she's a teacher. Yeah, and she has, also transformed her classes. Due to the pandemic, she has transformed the classes, from physical to online activities. This is what she's done. So Chomley is here again. I see what he says is that yes, there are many ways to try and think differently, but to find motivation, it could be a challenge. Yeah, right. So do come and join us, and it's always good to join a discussion. And for I like to say I always love a discussion with Jamason.
Yeah, that's a good question.
You always bring up something that is out of the box.
That's a good question from Chom. Any thoughts on this? To be honest to you, Chom, I'm kind of like you. I think of most of people now, it's kind of like a hesitate, because everything you start losing your interest, because you just think, oh, next month I will go back. Oh, next month the restaurant open. No, it's still closed. Then you start losing hope. So if you're losing hope several times, you will give up, become very passive. Some people may just lock down, become very passive. Sometimes will fall in a little bit depression. So I think it's a very difficult to any thoughts on this. I think in this stage, especially now, I'm not just saying photography. I would say visual medium or visual storytelling. It's another healing tools. It's not just say your hobby. Like in normal time, you love photography. You go out, you take pictures, you see the beautiful girl, you take pictures, make you feel so happy. You share. People say, "Oh, that's a pretty girl. How did you find it?" But now, where's the pretty girls? You don't really see them. They're locked at home. So a lot of things then you just think, God, what I'm going to do? Pictures, especially as a photography or video storytelling, you have to be on location. Then now you think, okay, I cannot really take it. Then I feel so depressed because of lockdown. I need a license. I need a permission to cross the border from this state to that state, whatever. But what is the solution? No one knows. But I think the other way is just think how you overcome this kind of a potential depression. Photography might be a healing tool. Like I can find a new way to cure this kind of a depression mood is build the rock bridge. You probably could tell when you build the rock bridge, how your mind feel. So I think the visual storytelling, the same thing. Something you feel could heal your frustration, depression. That's the way. Don't give up. Don't sit back. Just lost your interest to everything. That's very dangerous in some way. If I use the word too harsh, dangerous. But that's not really a good way to deal with it because no one knows how this pandemic will go. And, life, we never ever give it up. Find some way. So what are the thoughts? Any thoughts on this? I will say, Chom, just take your time. When you have a little bit mood, just take a picture. When you see the sunlight come into your window in the morning, inspires you, take a picture. So anything let you make a little bit inspiration, just press the button, even cell phone.
Yes, I agree. Taking photographs, taking pictures is a form of therapy. So, yeah, whenever you feel you are restricted, when you feel pressured, okay, just go and take a picture. And I do that every day. I just make it a point that I want to take a picture one a day, at least one a day. Something that when you look back, it gives you a lot of satisfaction.
Yeah, and also the other thing, I'm not quite sure how many of you have Adobe or Photoshop or Illustrator or whatever the software you use. I remember last semester, way before last semester, spring semester, we have a half semester in classroom, half semester student went back home. For the final project, I gave them the freedom to students. I said, don't ask me what you can do, even though the class I was teaching is a 360 VR. I said, don't limit yourself in 360 VR. Anything, as long as you can tell your story, your feeling. So if you go to Facebook page, there's a Facebook page about this group project. I said, just think about 10 years after, like last year I said, think about the future. So one student did a animation. He said, I always want to learn how to make motion graphics, 3D animation. Now looks like I could try this. I said, feel free, just do it. You love to do, just do it. So the final project, he did a 3D text animation. So I think that's the way. You don't have a time to do. Now you want to do, it's time for you to do. So just like if you have Adobe, Adobe keep updating their programs with the new features from software, from Photoshop, especially if you have an iPhone or even Chrome phone as well, has a called a portrait mode. Actually, the portrait mode, if you share or you airdrop, the picture is a JPEG. Technically, actually, the file itself has two different layers embedded. So that file is called HECI, HEIC file, not JPEG. So HEIC file, if you use Lightroom, the new version, to open HEIC file from portrait mode, it will give you two layers. One is a JPEG picture. The other is called a depth image, depth file. So the depth file is a gray tone, give the detailed data, visual data, or data visualization of the depth. So when you use this one, you can adjust this depth file to readjust the depth of field. So if you have a time, just discover how now the technology, just like someone mentioned, right? The technology, I think ST Quad mentioned this math technology. Yes, a lot of technology is the time you could discover, like this portrait mode. It's not just simply share on Facebook, you see this portrait mode. Actually, if you use Adobe, then you can Google, you can search, see what the freewares instead of a Photoshop. If you don't have a budget to buy Photoshop, what alternative image visual process program you can use? What is the advantage? What is disadvantage? Then potentially you could teach a course or you can run your own workshop. So all these discovery, you could make it. You can discover, find, and find a new way.
Yeah, let's take a look. We have some comments here.
Yeah, 那个 Ivan 新常态、新心态就是等保持平常心，探索新常态。OK， 还有 Kojo 也是有讲就是他的新常态是在窗前等云等鸟、等雨、等风，所以他拍了很多鸟。OK。
Okay. So we're almost done. Maybe okay, I'd like to share something. Perhaps is it okay? Oh,
okay.
You have anything to add, Jamason?
What?
Do you have anything to add?
No. If say I would wrap up with the session, I will first encourage everyone again, participate. If no participation, nothing. It's waste the time today, and don't waste the time to think. As long as you think, then you participate. I encourage, share with others, and cross fingers. You all will have a chance to each other again in August. So participation, and then your contribution.
All right. And okay, or I would like to share some of the photos. Maybe our audience will also love to see something. A very quick one. I just ran through. So yeah, this year we are calling for submissions. Not only still images. Okay, in previous year we are doing still images only and prints, but this year we'll have still image as well as short video clips. Okay, I think I will put up the updates on our Facebook tomorrow. So for audience, please come back to our Facebook to check. All right, the Kuala Lumpur Photography Festival Facebook to find out what are the new things that I'm adding in. So today we have announced we're adding the short video clips, and the short video clips can be, I think, up to 60 seconds. I think that should be nice. A very, very short one. Okay, just put your imagination in play, right? So a very quick one, like what we, just a summary of what we mentioned just now, right? This is what we did. There was it was a marketplace. So there's a wet market where, traders do their business every day. But then if we change them, we look at them in a different way, it can become a stage for arts, performing arts, an exhibition space. So this is just reinventing, instead of, leaving the market as just, a market, but change it. Instead of it's normally, maybe in the previously it smells, it stinks, Asian markets, they have this kind of smell, but then this is one way it's changed, in changing, all right, looking at a market which has become a what do you call that, this performing arts stage. So just something to trigger your mind, start thinking, out of the box, I would say. Okay. So Mr. Kim, do you have something to add in before we call it a day?
Yep， 我们就是呼吁大家啊，就是现在开始可以可能可以继续拍照了啊，就是这个反正你现在拍很多东西，其实它就是新常态的哈，就是我们的这个怎么说，就是你的生活里边很多都不一样的东西，可以把它拍下来哈。这个艾丽娜有问什么，所以可以有一个系列，我们有没有提到系列啊
？No, this we call single images.
Single images, yeah.
Yeah. So I think single images, you have more freedom to work around. So just anything that pops up in your mind, please capture it.
So right. I want to add a last sentence just come to my mind before sign off. I think two things, of course, it's kind of like a cliche grandparents always said. I think first, let love to support our life. let humorous to overcome our fear and the loneliness. So 就让爱来丰富我们的生活，来支撑我们的生活。只要有爱在，生活就会延续。另外就是要用幽默来克服我们的恐惧，来克服我们的一些困惑。所以你的视觉作品要看到、感觉到一种爱，同时能够体会到、能够看到，一个是感觉到爱，另外一个看到的是一种幽默，用幽默来化解所有的这种困惑、这种恐惧、这种不确定性。然后生活就会继续延续，我们也不需要重新发现，我们就是让生活不断的以新的模式朝前。这就是摄影，这就是这次的摄影展的目的，对吧 ？OK， 就是让我们的生活能够充满着爱，
是，
然后我们就会有精神的支柱。继续朝前走，那么我们以说话的方式，并不是严肃的去批评，或者是去嘲讽，而是一种幽默的方式。
All right, yeah. Finally, I would like to call upon photographers all around the world. Please come in and support this exhibition and submit your photos or your video clips to us. All right, just email them to us. That it is so easy, okay? And most important of all, don't lock your mind, trying to define, trying to get the right definition. There's no right or wrong in photography. There's no right or wrong.
Okay, Jessica, one interruption. You just called the photographers across the globe, or this exhibition only open to Malaysian photographers?
No. This exhibition is open to all across the globe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then now Malaysian photographers, you might feel pressure. You will see the pictures from other countries, from across the globe.
Yes, from across the globe. Yeah, every year this annual theme exhibition, we accept photos from all around the world, photographers. So just why I open up to all around the world, because we could see and exchange ideas from different parts of the world. Just one word, what we think here and what other photographers think in another part of the world is really a very enjoyable therapy for me to look at them every year. Okay, so yeah, thank you very much, Jamason and Mr. Kim. And I think it is a very mind-opening session tonight. Yeah, so we hope that all of you have had a good time.
Oh, Jessica, before you end, I have another question. So just clarify with people. So there is no submission fee, right? Is there a submission fee?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
we do have a submission fee.
Okay, then you need to mention.
It is 20 ringgit.
Okay.
All right, 20 ringgit per person. All right, you can submit.
Unlimited?
I think up to, I don't remember, it's 15 or 20 images.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and for foreigners, we collect $6 USD.
Okay.
Just a minimal fee for us to do the processing, to rent the gallery and this kind of thing. So please do come and join us.
Yeah. Sorry, I cut you off because I think it's Shanita. Sometimes people think, oh, I try to encourage people participate. People say, oh God, I haven't made any money this year, and also I lost my money. Now I need to pay for it, then I give up. So it's just clarifying.
It's just a minimal fee, to to help fund the whole exhibition.
Yeah, I think that people understand. Doesn't matter. You're not collecting money to gamble, right?
No, I'm not gambling. No.
Still support the community. That's a goal.
Right.
好，谢谢
Gambling
建
has
中。
been
谢谢建中每次给我们这么精彩跟这个详细的解说，我相信很多在场的朋友他们应该会做到开窍了。我觉得这个主题的发挥方面可能就会比较没有像页数这样子哦。OK
反正有什么问题可以 Facebook 上面留言给我也可以。如果有任何问题想问我，或者是想切磋一下的话。
Yeah, and we don't just stop here. Any of you, if any questions, just put in the comment. We can come back and get back to you later. So,
okay, thank you everyone.
Okay, so much for now. So much for tonight. Thank you very much for joining us. Yes, and meanwhile, I also would like to thank Oppo for letting us use the Oppo Reno 5 for the live stream tonight. Thank you. And good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, good night.
Good night, Jamason.
Yeah. Good night, Malaysia.
Yes.
Okay.
Good night. Good morning, US.
Thank you. Okay.
Bye.
Goodbye.
I love my curves and the skin I'm in. Switch it up, turn it around, take it up again. I love my curves and the skin I'm in. Switch it up, turn it around, take it up again. I know you feel me, keep up with me. Come on, let's keep winning till the world stops spinning. Come on, now let's get it. I'ma keep winning till the world stops spinning.
Oppo Reno 5 5G. Picture life together.